want to talk to you guys about the power of saying no, because it's a skill that not many of us were taught, and it can make you feel like you're not a good person or you're doing something wrong if you say no. But not saying no can lead to your demise. It can lead to you self-sabotaging. It can lead to burnout. It can lead to feelings of being used, and therefore you feeling spiteful or resentful of other people. And it's not something that people feel comfortable doing, period, you know? And especially for women, because we're naturally nurturers and caretakers and, you know, little warrior spirits, amazing warrior, huge warrior spirits. I take that back. So the power of saying no is a tool that should be in anyone's self-care kit. It does three things. Well, it does plenty of things, but I'm gonna focus on three because I can go on and on and on. So the first one is it allows you to use your empowerment, period. It allows you to use your empowerment, and that's a muscle that you have to use if you want to walk in your authority and your power and not overuse that power, right? You have to know how to say no. You have to know how to say no to yourself. That's first and foremost. And when you work through that process and you begin to see the benefits of being able to say no to yourself and the growth that comes from it, then number two, it allows you to teach other people how to treat you. I'm gonna say that again because it's staying a little bit. Saying no allows you to teach other people how to treat you. We learn, oh, you treat others how you want to be treated, yada, yada, yada. But we really don't learn, we're really not taught, because we learn, we're really not specifically taught, well, how do I teach others how I want to be treated, you know? It's not just through people pleasing. It's not just always being this amazing, stellar, nice, kind person. It's also saying no to things that make you feel uncomfortable, saying no to things that break a boundary to you for whatever reason, saying no to things that you're not able to take on, honoring that, feeling that, you know. And it might not be a no forever, or it might be a no forever. That's up to you. But saying no is a huge part of teaching others how to treat you, because people are going to do things that feel right to them that don't feel right to you sometimes, or that feels okay to you, but it's not okay for you. And that's okay. That's okay. That doesn't mean that that person doesn't care about you. It doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person for saying no. But how will they know that it doesn't work for you if you don't speak up? If you don't say, no, I'm not really comfortable with that. I don't want that. No, I'm not available. No, that doesn't sound good to me. No, thanks. You feel me? That can be a very beautiful thing. And again, if you say no to someone and they treat you poorly, that shows you who that person is. And it's not possible to tell everybody yes all the time. So it's better you find out who you're dealing with than to build a relationship on false pretenses because you never spoke up and empowered yourself using your truth. So saying no allows you to teach others how to treat you. And the third thing it does is it helps hold people accountable. Right? That accountability word is so powerful. When you say no, it helps people grow, right? So let's say, I'll use an example. So with my part-time job, we're figuring out each other's working style, my supervisor and I. And one of the things that I need of her is for her to really think through tasks and create deadlines so that when I'm out of work, I can be out of work and I won't get called in or called to do something outside of my work hours, because I also have a journey full of health and I also have school. And one of the most difficult things is that sometimes she asks me to do things that are out of the parameters of my hours, or just things that I don't feel comfortable with, and I have to say no. And not just say no the first time, like, no, I'm not comfortable, and then when she comes back with it again, say yes and concede, but really say no and stick with no, even if it has consequences, because what I don't want is to have a lot of things on my plate and to implode because I'm taking on too much and I didn't create a healthy relationship foundation with my supervisor. So when I tell her no, I'm not available, number one, that will make her think through not being in that situation in the future, possibly. You know, it can help her problem solve, like, okay, what can I do so we don't get here again, because I don't like it. It also will challenge her to use resources to figure things out in my absence, because I won't always be around and I won't always have that flexibility. For me, it makes me a big girl. It makes me an adult, because, you know, when you're really walking in your truth, you cannot please everybody. And you're going to have to be consistent in ways that will feel a lot more comfortable giving in. It will feel a lot more comfortable. You know, it's just this one thing. It's just this one time, allegedly. Let me go ahead and do it. Let me go ahead and knock it out. I don't want to be difficult. No one wants to be difficult. I don't want to be difficult. I don't want to be problematic. I want her to like me. I want to keep my job. You know, I want to please her. I want to please her. That's that pleasing thing, right? But in the end, if this continues to be a habit, when you don't say no to things you're uncomfortable with, people never think, you know, I think I'm going to stop. The more you allow it, the more they feel comfortable with it. And whatever that thing you always wanted to say no to will become your obligation. You'll be obligated to do it because you've done it so much. That's just how humans work. And so the sooner you break those ties by teaching people how to treat you and empowering yourself, the sooner people will learn how to adapt, how to adjust their lives and their systems so that they can get those needs met without you meeting them. And that's one thing I want to put into this healthy relationships box, is that saying no is a powerful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It allows you to grow with people and love on people, and get the love you need and deserve out of any situation, whether it's professional, personal, parenting, supervising, coaching, whatever. You got to have no in your catalog of options. So with this, be encouraged. Please comment. Please share this with people that need it. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. And please come on over and join the Journey for the Health community. The February curriculum goes into more than just this. We talk about healthy relationships, and each week there's an activity for you to do to help you build the relationships you need. And you're going to need good relationships as you continue this journey of life in healthy ways. So, take care.